So now that we're done with the whole slate, we've covered every single movie and show like so far. As for the new slate, let's talk about the beginning of how the DCU is gonna transition from the DCEU. So it seems like James Gunn has specifically specified that it's going to begin with Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2, and that Aquaman 3
The
is
beginning
also
of the
going
end.
to be a DCU film. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to continue on, just like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad and stuff.
Okay. Wait. So Peacemaker and Suicide Squad are going to be in the DCE.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
they're going to keep
DCU,
some stuff
DCU.
and change some other stuff. It's going to be kind of
Okay,
like
yeah.
Flashpoint.
Okay.
Just very
Yeah.
similar.
So the rough events happen, like minus like the Justice League at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So Blue Beetle and Aquaman, it seems like they're staying. I was wrong in the last podcast episode about Blue Beetle. It seems like Gunn has a very different plan than from what I imagined.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of confused right now, though.
I was just connecting the dots because of Cavill, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what do you think
So-
about Aquaman 2 staying? I know you were talking about Aquaman last episode.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused. Because Momoa said that he'll play a different character than Aquaman. But James Gunn said that each actor will have one role. Since we're having Aquaman 2 coming out.
I think he'll play.
Like, I think. Let me see if I can pull it up. But James said that only one actor will play one role. So maybe Momoa will only.
I'll pull it up on the screen.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm kind of confused. Aquaman 2, is it canon or not? Is Momoa playing a different character or not?
So Aquaman 2 and Blue Beetle will both serve as the introduction to the new universe, and they'll both be canon. Just like
Awesome.
And the Suicide Squad.
Aquaman 1 canon, but like not. Like you're saying, like Suicide Squad, right?
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. Some stuff stays, some stuff doesn't. That's just what they're doing.
You know.
Yeah, of course.
We're not gonna touch on that, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, let's try not to go there, but yes, it seems like that's gonna be the case. All right, Hopins, you want to cover this one?
So Pierce Hoffman said that Ezra Miller is committed to the recovery and will discuss the future of the Flash at a later date. And in quotes, when they feel like they're ready to have the discussion, we'll all figure out what the best path forward is. Now, I'm not a big fan of this. Because looking at the stuff that they have did, I don't think they deserve a discussion.
I don't think Ezra was good casting from the start, and I don't like the personality change from the comics. That's one thing
I
I
agree completely. I also don't think they should add him back in general.
Well, I didn't really I don't necessarily mind Barry not having the blonde hair like he always does, but of course in Grant's version he has brown hair, and that was good from the start. So it doesn't necessarily, it's not a problem for me, but I would prefer a blonde actor or something like that, just to make it more like the comics. Of course not everything has to be comic accurate, but it would be nice.
Same with Supergirl, we were talking about how she had short brown hair. I don't really care about whether you choose the hair and stuff, it really doesn't matter. Matt Murdock and I like Matt Murdock, that's what I was thinking about.
But he
also they tried red dye and
I mean, yeah.
So it doesn't really matter, hair wise.
Regardless, I just don't. I don't like the. I didn't like the casting from the start. As soon as I saw Ezra getting cast,
it felt kind of
I just didn't think they fit the match.
Yeah,
also,
I believe if they get fired or recasted.
Yeah,
I believe
you can't fire Henry.
That stuff, I think that's completely insane that something like
that.
It's
so
would
stupid.
happen.
They even consider bringing him back for that. After what he's done, and after who specifically they fired from Henry Cavill and everything. That's not just.
Henry did not deserve that. I get their vision, but if they're gonna do do that, go all the way. Don't just kick some out and then leave more controversial ones in. I just don't.
It's really bad. Terrible decision.
Even having
keeping
some sort of clarity. You want to go to the next tweet?
Yeah.
Sure.
Chris Hoffman talked about Batgirl at the announcements. It wasn't releasable. He said that I actually think that David Zaslav and the team made a very bold and courageous decision to cancel it because it would have hurt DC. Even though it would have, I don't think that really matters though.
This is where I differ. This is where my opinion differs. So I do have something to say about this. I do not think they should have canceled it. And before you say it wouldn't fit, here's what I'll say: they had an opportunity here that they did not pursue on, and it's clear that it was a tax write-off. Like, no one can argue with that. It was very clearly they did it for money. They can make any excuse they want story-wise, but there's no reason that they couldn't have done reshoots to fit with the new story. I mean, they did it with The Flash, didn't they? Like, I mean, they clearly just canceled it as a tax write-off. And if they wanted it to fit with the new story, all they had to do was do reshoots. That's it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to
cancel the whole thing I don't think the people behind the movie deserved to get it canceled, especially the way they found out that it got canceled.
Oh yeah, at like a wedding or something, right?
That was so inhuman of like the people canceling it.
Just, hey, it's news, so you have to bring it to at some point.
Yeah, like I was like give a heads up.
Well, they found it out. Yeah, that's what happened. They weren't even told.
Yeah, there could have been another way than this. There could have been reshoots, but they just ended up canceling it for tax write-off, and I don't think that's okay.
I'm pretty sure I read the script somewhere. Honestly, it didn't look
I don't think the original. I don't think that. Okay, here's the thing. You can use that as ammo, but the thing is, they could do anything they want with it. They can make it however they want to be. They're DC.
True. But they already finished. They chose filming it.
Yeah, but like they could have done it.
Yeah,
they just got lazy and used it for money. Is what I'm saying. Like if they could have. Of course, the original story would have never worked. Like let's be real.
No, obviously,
it never worked. 80-year-old Batman.
It was like
mentoring her. Yeah, that would have worked.
And like, was he trying to be like assassinated by Firefly or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would.
And like Mothman was in there at some point. Like it was like
it
looked very messy and not like
there is no reason that they couldn't have improved it. They've done it before. I mean, there's nothing new. It's very clear this was an industry decision and not a personal one.
Yeah. I mean, it was also during the Warner Bros. Like canceling like every single thing they were making. Yeah. So it just kind of got caught in the crossfire.
And it was very clearly for money. I mean, DC can make whatever like excuse they want, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah. And after talking about this, I'm really excited for Authority.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm gonna read.
I'm actually really hyped for that.
Later. I'm gonna read,
especially if it like affects.
Yeah, it's a Superman.
Yeah, especially if it affects him as a story. Like that's really.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this stuff.
I think there's a lot that they could do with that, and especially honestly, like it could be another Watchmen scenario. No one really knew who they were, of course.
Same with like not same like Paradise Lost. It seems very interesting. You know, there's a lot of things they can do with it, and we haven't been given a lot of info yet. So I'm excited for that
all
too.
Of them have potential. It's just
everything looks. I'm excited for everything. Yeah.
All right, I think
Swamp Thing. Wait. Swamp Thing isn't. Swamp Thing is OG though. No. Thing.
From what?
What?
DC, yeah. Swamp Thing has always been around.
Yeah, but like no, it hasn't been in live action. It hasn't been in live action though.
Yeah, it has twice.
It has. Twice, yeah.
Oh.
Yep. There's been 2 Swamp Thing adaptations. One that came out like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Man, I think better.
There was a CW. There was a CW series, and there was a series in the 80s.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
We've seen plenty of live action Swamp Thing. But it seems like they're going a very different route than what we've seen before.
Swamp Thing looks awful in the 80s version, dude. He looks like a Trex discombobulated testicle, bro. It does. From this angle I'm looking at right now, it looks awful.
Yeah, the new one looks so good, though.
It does.
Editor, put up
any new version of it looks good.
The 80s Swamp Thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna there. Look at him. Take a good look.
Yeah. Zoom in.
Look at that wrinkled face. Disgusting.
Yeah. How would you rate this Slate on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it
solid 8. 8.5.
I'm gonna give it 9.
9, 8.5 to 9. Yeah.
7 and a half.
Okay, actually 8.5. 8.5 only because I'm not too interested in Paradise Lost.
Okay. Yeah. I'm very interested in like all of them so far. They have all caught my attention. They're all very different, incomparable. I'm very excited for everything. I'm just there's a lot of hope for this. It's way more structured than whenever they first started out in the DCEU and stuff. It just seems so much more promising than everything else that we've been getting recently. I'm excited.
Agreed. Absolutely.